Welcome to So Much to Talk About here at Madison Square Garden, New York Knicks versus the New Jersey Nets. My pleasure to have once again on the show. First time as a professional basketball player, Terrence. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right, good. Talk about the brutal transition, over the first month and a half being a professional basketball player, and the things you've had to get used to and change, habits, things like that. Talk about this.
It's tough, honestly. You gotta be mentally strong, especially the stretch that me and the team had to go through. Unusual to go through, especially as a rookie, but still have to come every day and perform and practice and play hard and try to give it your all in the game. So it's definitely tough, but you still got to be mentally strong at the end of the day.
What are the things in the gym individually that you're working on to make sure that your game continues to grow as the season goes along?
Just everything. You try to keep the same aspect and the same work ethic you had on the way to trying to make it to the NBA, and the workouts in the summer, and, still keep that desire and passion to want to play basketball, So, you work on your shooting, of course, dribbling, one-on-one after practice, two-on-two, and just work on your defense and try to continue to be better. So around the middle of the season, you're not really a rookie anymore. You're trying to play like a sophomore.
There's a lot of great Seattle players in the league right now. Of course, your big brother Nate Robinson, who unfortunately didn't play tonight, and Brandon Roy. You're going to meet up with him, things like that. So talk about how special it is. These are cats you grew up with, and you're playing like on the greatest stage on earth. Talk about that.
It's great. It shows you the way basketball is changing. First, it goes from New York, to down south players, to now Northwest. And a lot of guys, you tell them that you're from Seattle, and some people don't even know where that's at. Some people are like, yeah, you're from Seattle in the NBA? But, thanks to guys like, Brandon Roy, Jamal Crawford, Nate Robinson, Spencer Hawes, like guys like that, when you say you're from Seattle, now they know, oh, yeah, you're from Seattle where Brandon Roy's from, or where so-and-so is from. So, I mean, it's just a plus, to see how basketball's changing, Next thing you know, maybe a lot of basketball players come out of Alaska. Who knows? Besides Mario Chalmers. So, definitely.
Well, one more question on the lighter note. You want to be in that dunk contest this year? Because you put on a couple of throwdowns.
Yeah, I'll definitely be in it, especially if Nate's in it again, I really will consider it, if I'm considered to be in it. But I definitely will, if I'm given the nod to be in it, I definitely would do it, yeah.
Well, keep your head up, keep everything going, because this Nets team, as I've said, on this show, like this Nets team has a bright future, especially after 2010, with the free agent influx coming up, definitely. Well, thank you, T. Thanks again, once again, man. Congratulations on it. Devin, how's your game legs going over the past, since you've been back since November 21st?
They're getting better as we go along. Obviously, the minutes are going up. I'm feeling good, trying to stay healthy and stay effective.
Is there any difference between the system you now play and the system you played the past?
We're a little bit more up-tempo. We push the ball a lot more. It's a little bit more free flow. Try to keep the middles open as possible for driving lanes, and it's more of a, depending on me and what I call in transition and how we're attacking.
Devin, being the leader of this team, how are you keeping your teammates, confidence up and keeping their focus up through the tough times?
It's not hard to do. These guys want to win, and they're willing to do whatever it takes. And we're making strides. Obviously, we're in a new system right now, so we're trying to learn on the fly. We understand there's going to be some bumps in the roads, but we're trying to implement a lot of things in a short amount of time. So we got to take a little time to try to relax and focus on the things that we can control, and use what we can use on the court, and get better in practice.
Here with one of the most improved players so far this year, Chris Douglas Roberts. Pleasure.
Hey, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you.
And talk about, with the losses, you had that 18-game losing streak. You guys won and then lost again. Now talk about just how you're keeping yourself focusing up and working on improving your game and improving the overall dynamic of the team.
You just have to stay positive. This is your job, so that's how that's how I look at it. I look at basketball is everything. So, even when times are tough, you still have to consistently work on your craft, and that's how I looked at it. And tough times never really last. I'm an optimist, man. I just stay very positive. That's pretty much it. Just staying as positive as possible.
I got one more question for you. You were the 40th pick overall, which should have not happened, and talk about how gratifying is it that you're showing this league that, you have the potential to be an all-star.
That's what motivates me every day. being picked 40th and all of the naysayers, I still carry that chip on my shoulder every day. That's what really makes me dig deep when I'm, more tired. I dig deep and think about that. It's very gratifying.
Well, Chris, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, David, back-to-back tomorrow night you're playing Portland, so talk about the adjustments you have to make defensively, offensively to counter their personnel.
Well, they're a very good team. Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge, those guys are very, very good, and we're just going to need to play our best defense to hang with those guys.
Talk about the game in Atlanta, like just the focus that was going on, especially on the defensive side of the ball in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what we've gotten better, is just getting stops on defense, and offensively we've been executing well and taking good shots. So we haven't been giving up a lot of easy buckets in transition or easy layups, inside, been forcing teams to shoot jump shots.
And your rebounding, just in general, is something I've meant to ask you. You're, an undersized center, so talk about how your tenacity to rebounding and the things you're working on to be able to really be, literally one of the best rebounders pound for pound in the game.
Well, no, I mean, a lot of my thing is not only rebounding the ball, but keeping the center that I'm guarding off the glass. I mean, tonight, half the battle is keeping Lopez from getting offensive rebounds, not even having a chance to necessarily chase him, and it's helped a lot. Al, Danilo, Wilson, those guys have been rebounding the ball well lately, and that helps me out and makes me able to box my man off and just continue to chase when I have a chance, chase the ball.
David, thank you. Thanks a lot. With you starting now, and everything, and pretty much you're now seen as the focal point of offense, this is something that helps propel the team, right, with your versatility offensively.
Yeah, I don't know if starting is the biggest thing, but, the biggest thing is that I just like to be involved, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like I have a mismatch, whether it's a big man on me or someone my size or smaller. So, whenever I get the opportunity to take advantage of that, I do that, but I really think Duran has really been the difference of our team these last 5 games. He's gotten his confidence back. He's playing very well, making shots, getting everybody involved. And Larry also. Larry, obviously has a great attitude with, either starting to come up, bench, whatever Coach asks him to do. But he's been very aggressive, making plays for us. So our guard play has really stepped up, and I think that's been the difference, and that's winning and losing right now.
Coach mentioned that you even went up to him saying Gallo could start, if you wanted to do that. So that shows where your head's at, being unselfish.
Right, just being unselfish and just wanting our team to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Because if he wants to get Gallo back in there and he's healthy, then let's do it just to keep our momentum going and what we're trying to accomplish. So, I'm just all for the team. I'm all for winning, and hopefully we can just keep doing that.
It's going to be an interesting matchup with LaMarcus Aldridge. He's an outside player as well, not behind the three-point line, but mid-range game. So talk about your offensive strategy as well as defensively, how you're going to cover him.
Well, offensively, I'm just going to attack. I'm going to take what he gives me. If he backs up, I'm going to shoot, and if not, I'm going to try to drive around him. But, defensively, he's a low. He's definitely a guy that's going to be an all-star in this league. So I'm going to play him with that type of respect and, just try to limit his, shots around the basket. And, if he hit jumpers, then I think we could live with a little bit of those. But, overall, you just got to, try to find a way to get it done.